So we managed to get the parallam column up with the saddle on top, but then we weren't positive we had it at the right height to match the height of the post on the south side. So before we started actually trying to put LVLs up, we experimented with 14-foot 2x4s. So we've cut both ends. So the ends are not treated then. And earlier in the day, Anna called the rep for this LVL. And they said, yeah, put something on it. So we're putting some Thompson water shield just on the ends. Our ridge beam is LVL 14-inch 3-ply. And too heavy to assemble it all 3 plies down low and then lift it up. It would be way too heavy for us. So we were going to put it up 1 ply at a time. And Anna and I thought, well, can we get it up on top of the loft floor? Which we did. We found that heavy.
Yeah, we hoisted it up.
Yeah. And so once we got it up there, it was just a matter of lifting it from the loft floor up into the saddles on top of the 2 columns. Well, how'd that go? Okay, so we did though. We lifted the one end up and got it in the saddle over the middle post, the parallam post. And
using the scaffolding.
Yeah, we had to use the scaffolding. We had to roll the scaffolding up to the loft. And then we had to, so it was in that saddle. Then we had to lift the other end up. Now keep in mind, this is just 1 ply of the beam. So we had to get the other end up into the southern column, the south wall column. The only way it was going to work is if I climbed the ladder and pulled it up and set it in. And as soon as I started to do that,
as safety officer, I called it quits. That was too unsafe.
Yeah. So I'm pretty sure we would have got it in, but it would be on me balancing on top of a step ladder on the edge of a 25-foot drop. So we pulled out. And the other thing was, it was hot.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Baking hot in the sun.
32 feels like 37 Celsius. Since we've decided to put the LVL beam on hold because it's a little bit heavy and unsafe, we're going to move forward with the front wall or the north wall. It's the one we didn't complete before, from here over to here, because it has to be a continuous stud wall all the way up 18 feet, and we didn't have scaffolding, and I didn't know how to make a continuous wall, so it got left till now. But now we've got to get it done and get a post up in the middle here, just like the other 2 posts, to hold the beam, and then we can make the wall on both sides. So we originally thought we'd be doing a parallam beam just like this, engineered wood, but I wasn't too impressed with that. Got the building inspector's approval to change my building plans, and we're now going to laminate a 3-ply 2x6 with a 3/4-inch plywood sandwich.
Okay, we're on the cleat.
Try and lift it up.
And I'm going to bring the ladder
Yeah,
towards
here,
you.
just come here, Will.
Yeah.
Grab there and pull this way.
Okay. Okay.
Yep.
Now?
Yep. Column number 1, done quite a while ago. Column number 2 in the middle here, the parallam, done finished yesterday. And column number 3 is now in place, which leaves us one more to do at the end of the porch out here. This one, would have loved to have filmed it, but as Anna and I were getting ready to put it up, a friend dropped by and he pitched in and helped us pull it up. And he's a little camera shy, so we didn't film it. But just to tell you what we did, we built the beam on the ground, then we lined the bottom up here inside these cleats, and the top rested on top of that ladder. Then we ran a rope from the top of the column all the way up. You can see it, it's still on there. The top of the column, over the scaffold and down. And Randy and Anna, they pulled on the rope. I climbed the far side of the ladder and I would lift the column, and I would lift it 2 or 3 feet and they'd tighten the rope up. I'd come down, move the ladder forward a bit, climb it, and lift the beam again 2 or 3 feet, and they would tighten the rope. And then the more vertical the column got, the lighter it got, until finally they could just pull the rope and pull it up. And then I went up to the top of the scaffold, held it in place. Well, they ran around and put one more cleat at the front here, and they put on the 2 side braces here and here, and the front brace. So what we've done is we've chalk lined it out on the floor what this wall will look like. This is our bottom plate or base plate. This is the short stud that will be on this wall. And then we chalk lined the top plate right along here. And we took some scrap wood and figured out that it's going to meet at about a 50-degree angle. We cut that off and took the point off. And here's our top plate. So what we're going to do is we're going to duplicate that and make that same angle cut there. And then at the other end, this is the long stud, 18-foot stud. This is the top plate. We cut it at 40 degrees, and we're going to have it go into the side of this stud. Good ears.
Better than yours.
Come on, lay on your back and start kicking.
Oh, that is nice. That is nice. Oh.